That which is ridiculous deserves to be ridiculed. The immortal words of G.K. Chesterton. By the way, on today's program, we're going to try something new and unique. I'll let you know how it goes, or you may be able to see. See this thing in my ear right here? That earpiece? We only use it usually for timing. I'm not reading a teleprompter usually, and I'm not getting cues. But there's so much that I want to talk to you about today. I have given permission to Billy Bob and the wide array of staff that we have over here in the control room. You guys are awesome. Thank you, you especially. I've given them permission to talk in my ear if they want to say something or if I'm forgetting something. And I'm just letting you know. All right, are we racists? It's ludicrous, okay? Racism, if there is such a thing, and I believe that there is a sin. The reason it's a sin is because there is only one race. There is only the human race. All of us come from two parents. We all come from Adam and Eve. That's it. All right? Now, there are evolutionists who believed in the past, and perhaps believe right now, that there is more than one element of the human race. They're the true racists, okay? They deny that God created the world. They deny that Adam and Eve existed. They think that we just all evolved, and they think that some portions of the human race are from a substandard of species, okay? You can do your own homework on this. Any of you who have studied evolution know that this is exactly the truth. It's what anti-Semites talked about, especially those in Germany. They believed that they were from a different genetic gene pool, and it was just disgusting. Anyway, we are now being called racists by a fringe of the left-wing world, the whacked-out world, whose their minds are so open, they're so open-minded that their brains have leaked out. They're saying we're Islamophobic and we're racist because we are afraid of Islamic terrorism and the Muslims who are prepared to carry out acts of devotion to Allah and to Muhammad. We're racists. For the foolish on that side of the aisle, or on that side of the ditch, I should say. Islam is not a race. Islam is not a race. It's a creed, okay? And many of the terrorists who are murdering people around the world, they've come from America, come from France, England, Jihadi John, right? They're black. The Fort Hood shooter was black. He wasn't Arabic. And no one said he was carrying out a racist attack because most of the people that he murdered were not black. Okay? No one is saying that the Chattanooga shooter, if my memory is correct, all of his victims were white. No one is saying he's a racist. Islam is not a race. It's a creed. But worse than that, it's a philosophical blueprint for the subjugation of the earth. I've got to read to you something. A friend of mine sent this to me and texted me and said, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" Here's what an Egyptian woman who lived in Egypt for 30 years said. "Nobody else in the world knows Islam and the mentality of Muslims more than those who have suffered by having Islam as a part of their life. If you listen to the cries of the Copts of Egypt and the Christians of Syria, Iraq, Sudan, Pakistan, and all the other Muslim countries, you will hear the descriptions of the horrors of Islam. See and feel the tears of the minorities in every Islamic society. These tears will tell you the true stories of Islam. Hear the blood of the ex-Muslims pounding. It's their blood that is shouting out every single second, asking the rest of the world to wake up." She's speaking of the Muslims who dared to leave Islam, which is a capital crime. See, it's not just a religion, it's an ideology, it's a law code. And if a Muslim leaves Islam, whether for nothing or for Christianity, whatever, Muhammad said, kill them. Muhammad, the founder of Islam, said, kill him who leaves his Islam. That's why they do it. They're following Muhammad. We're not Islamophobic. We're not racist. We're intelligent. We can see where the threats and where the murder is coming from, and we're identifying it. That's not being Islamophobic. It's being wise.